I saw a puppet show when I was a little boy, and I thought that was great. I thought that was the greatest thing, that they could tell stories with their little stiff puppets on their hands.
That little, here, that one. Okay, thank you.
I never got to Ireland.
I was looking for it.
I regret that. Well, I'm not traveling anymore.
Yeah.
You travel for me. Send me pictures.
Not long after that, I found a puppet for 5 cents at a rummage sale. And so I made a sign that said, "Puppet Show, 2 cents." Everybody went away smiling. I can't imagine what I used for a story or show. But I thought, wow, I'm going to be a puppeteer when I grow up.
Good morning, Lars. How are you?
My mother was delighted that I was interested in puppets. She was an artist, and she encouraged my art. She made a whole Punch and Judy set for me, and she built a puppet theater with the help of my brother. She would get inspired and write me a new story, so I ended up with 12 different stories.
She was a little huggable lady. She was fun. So you know where Caroll got some of that. And she was so excited about what he was doing.
She didn't realize that she was giving me my career. She was a great mom. My father didn't feel that I was going to make a living as being an artist. I was going to starve in a garret. He did have a rather bad temper, and I seemed to know how to trigger it. I was only 6, and I knocked a can of paint. He went nuts. I squirmed out of his arms. He grabbed me by my leg, and he swung me around and threw me across the room. He picks up the clothes rack over the hot air register. He brought it over his head and he started swinging it right at me. Just then my mother managed to get between me and the rack. It gave her the worst bruises I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't the last argument that I had with my dad. He let me borrow his car. He insisted that he had a half a tank. He didn't. He had just over a quarter tank, and he said that I had cheated him. It was such an awful argument. I thought that it would be good to get it go away. That day, we went off and enlisted in the Air Force. I count the 4 years I had in the Air Force as some of my great years of my life. I even had my own television show. And it was only 8 years after television had begun in the U.S., so I was feeling pretty good that I'd broken into TV that quickly.
There's a word that I saw today. I can hardly say it, and I sure don't know what it means.
Well, why don't you tell me? Maybe I can help you.
Well, it's quite a word. You ready to hear it?
Sure.
Okay, listen to this. Abkadefki Jekyllman, not Korstuvix is.